Hey folks, welcome to this week's episode of Kickstarter Real Estate Investing. In this week's episode, I'm going to walk through one of my investment properties, the one you see behind me. This investment property was built from the ground up. We worked with a builder and chose a plan and decided to build this house here. So I'll go through the whole plan and I'll also talk through the whole options which we chose for this particular investment property. Alright, hope this is helpful to you, and it will also help you decide if you want to go with a brand new construction as an investment property. Okay, thank you. Alright, so now we are going to go inside the house, and when you enter, one of the things you will notice is that we have utilized and used vinyl planks throughout the house, and I'll talk a little more as we get into the living room. The first thing which we really wanted everyone to catch their eye was there is a flex room here, and this flex room can be used for kids to play, or it can also be used as an office. So what we decided to do was, rather than keeping it all open, we decided to go and add doors to them. So what you'll see here is that we have added double doors, which gives the privacy if anyone is using it as a home office. It was an upgrade for us, but we felt this is a good upgrade because it allows anyone to think of a place where they can have privacy and can basically work from home, which is becoming a very increasingly important factor in people choosing and living in homes right now. So that was the first room which we saw, and we wanted it to basically show them the value of coming and living in a big house like this so that they can have their own private space for office. Then you get the regular half bathroom here, and you also get a closet for your foyer, for your coat closet, and this is standard which you get in all houses. And as you come here, further is the basement door. We'll go in the basement later. What I also wanted to talk about is that you will notice that we have used LVP flooring throughout the front, other than the office space, which we have decided to keep carpet because it just gives a coziness there. But all around here, you will see that we have used LVP flooring. And the reason for doing that is we wanted to make sure this is something which is easy to maintain, not only for the tenants, and also for us. In the future, when we have to get new tenants in, we do not want to have the expense of turning carpets, cleaning them, and maybe even replacing carpets. So we decided to go for LVP. Hardwood would have been another option, but then it's very expensive. And for a rental home, we decided to minimize on the cost, which we did not want to incur. So LVP is a very good option, and this is something you should also be looking at. As you can see, it really looks like brand new wooden floors, and it really gives a good feel also. Okay. Other common thing which we did was we put a plug up there, so if anyone wants to hook up the TV, it becomes easy for them. Then you get the regular port, the data ports for connecting it to a wired internet. The kitchen area, we wanted to make sure we had a big island here. The goal for that is this is more of a social gathering place. Kitchens have become more of a social gathering place nowadays. So we wanted to make sure we give ample room here and differentiate ourselves from other homes in the market which may not have this particular feature. Appliances, you'll see that everything is stainless steel here. The goal for that was to make sure for the rent which we are going to command for this particular house, we wanted to give all the latest amenities which were there, and also in like a stainless steel concept. When you come here, one of the things we wanted to make sure when you chose a lot, that there is a lot of privacy, and that's what we get in this particular lot. There is no houses behind us, and the tenants can really enjoy the backyard in privacy. We decided to do a concrete patio. We decided not to do like a deck or anything like that. The reason again was we do not want the cost of this particular house to be so much that our tenants could not afford the rent. So we decided to do like a concrete patio, which gives them enough space if they want to do grilling or any such activity. But at the same time, we also have enough yard space if they want to extend it or do something there. All right, so once we're done with this particular part where we spoke about the backyard and the patio, our plan also included a proper formal dining area, which was very good. Nowadays, we normally don't get those things, but a formal dining is something many of the people still enjoy, and it's a good place for them to hold their families or any of the friends they come in. And this also gives a very good view to the front. So imagine if you're sitting in the dining area and you want to look at the TV, you get a very good way of looking at it from here. It's a very open plan, and it basically supports anyone who wants to socialize either at the island, in the living room, or by sitting in the dining area. So when you go in from the kitchen side, what you will see is this, it opens towards the mudroom. And in this mudroom, what you can see, there is actually a very nice walk-in pantry. And the advantage of a walk-in pantry also allows tenants to store things. And nowadays, people like to go to Costco and other places and buy things in bulk. So this allows them to also use this space as a storage unit. And it's very conveniently located very close to the kitchen. So it also allows them, from a utility perspective, to take things and bring it back here. And from here, what it does is you can open out to your garage door. And so everything is very convenient. There's a 2-car garage. They can come in, bring in the groceries, come into the mudroom, store things in the walk-in pantry, or they can bring it directly to the kitchen, and the fridge is located next to the door. So this was a very nicely laid out plan, and that's one of the things we really enjoyed about this particular house, was that the plan we chose, the fixtures we put in, the upgrades we did, were all fitting very perfectly, and it has allowed us to rent this house very efficiently within a few days. And the last thing I want to talk about is some of the other fixtures we did. As you might see that you see these pendant lights coming over the island. This was an additional feature we added in this particular plan, because again, we wanted to show that people like to have an experience in the house, not so much of just the utility. So we wanted to show that you can have a particular ambience of overhanging lights over a particular island around your kitchen, and that becomes a great social place for people. So folks, this was the first floor which I walked through, and now in the next episode I'm going to talk through about the second floor and the basement. So this will basically give you an idea of, when you're trying to do a new construction, what are some of the things you can add as part of it. All right, thank you.